Welcome to Wakizashi's Tea House. Gray's Pick and Mix. Hey, hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Gray from Wakizashi's Tea House over in Japan. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you genki? Please drop a comment if you're out there. Let me know how the audio is. Been having some weird weather, over in Japan, so today my internet has been a bit all over the place, but we'll see how we go. Yes, it's another Gray's Pick and Mix. It is episode 11. Can you believe it? Episode 11 of this. Been doing this for 11 weeks now, give or take a week or two. And this is going to be talking about the comment recommendations from last week. Weren't that many, to be honest, and what looking forward to coming out this week. So, without further ado, let's have a look, shall we? Let's just check. Make sure the stream is running. Seems to be. According to the YouTube studio, it's excellent connection. So let's just go for it. Hey there, how you doing? The Neta is in the chat. Good to see you. Nice one. That's cool. I hope you're good. I hope you're genki. So, last week's comics. What did you read out there? Anything caught your eye last week? Let's see if I can share my screen and we'll see what came out. Do you know, I only managed one review last week. I can't believe it. Kind of ashamed about that. And it was for Amazing Spider-Man issue 33. Oh my god. How was it? What did you think? Amazing Spider-Man 33. I didn't think much of it. Let's have a look at it. It was, in my opinion, a poor man's attempt at copying the classic Kraven's Last Hunt, back in the day. And it said Wells doing his version of it, where it's Spider-Man's first hunt or whatever. But people seem to like it on the League of Comic Book Geeks. If you look at these reviews, you've got 5 stars, almost 5 stars, 4.5, 5. Have to scroll right down before we get any kind of average 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 5 reviews. Here's one example here. Not sure we need another Kraven's Last Hunt situation, especially after Nick Spencer's excellent The Hunted, which I haven't read. But this is probably the most interesting of Wells' run has been so far, which is a low bar. But hey, at least we've got Gleason on this arc. Yeah, I wasn't impressed though. Where are we? Nice cover though. Here, look at that. Woo, that's lovely. Okay. Are you sad to hear that? Yeah, I know, right? Can't believe it. Just double checking and trying to think what else I dropped last week, but not from New Comics. I did do a combined review with Jim from Weird Science Comics. We did the classic Animal Man issue 5 from Grant Morrison's run, back in 1988-89, and it's the Coyote Gospel. I can't even say it. The Coyote Gospel, the kind of comic that leaves you either scratching your head or blows your mind. For me, it did blow my mind. I thought it was amazing. So it was good talking about that, especially after, reading the Spider-Man issue, then going back to that. I didn't read Batman. I've actually dropped Batman now. First time in a long time I'm not reading Batman comics, not buying it. Chip Zdarsky and Teenie Howard, not interested in what they've got to say about Bruce Wayne and Batman at the moment. But the good news is, next week, not this week, but next week, there is that pretty awesome looking Gargoyles of Gotham by Raphael Grampa. He's doing that, like writing and drawing it, so that looks good, although I'm not sure what it's about yet. Not heard that much about it. I've just seen some pages. The art does look amazing, gotta say that. So let's scroll through here what came out last week. X-Men 26 was out. If you like the X-Men, I'm not reading it, so I can't comment, but I've been hearing from people, big fans or long-time X-Men readers, that they're kind of, not all, but 30-40% of the readers who were regularly buying the comic book have either dropped it or are thinking of dropping it. And that is a big number. I'm not saying this is worldwide, but this is from what I've been hearing from friends in America. So yeah, we'll see. Moon Knight 27. Fantastic Four. Not reading that either. Don't know why I sound so excited. Nothing really jumping out. Poison Ivy came back after the dawn of DC. After the terrible Night Terrors finally finished. Good to see. Okay, Nate is saying that Nick Spencer did a great job. Not trying to copy, but he did his own thing. That was very, very good. Okay, it's good to hear. Yeah, I tell you, I've heard more and more. I've heard from people like that, especially as Zeb Wells' run has gone on, that Nick Spencer's run now looks a lot better than it was initially received by, not everyone, but by quite a few people. From what I've heard, they're looking back now saying, yeah, that was actually really good and it got better and better. Shame that we've got Zeb Wells at the moment on the comic. So let's go down to the second row. Again, I haven't read many of these, or not even any really. There's the new issue of Shazam came out, issue 3. I kind of dropped out of that. I read the first issue. It was kind of bonkers and fun, but not really something that I like. I heard that Birds of Prey here was, well, depending what you read, depending what you listen to, I heard it was from mid to not bad. And then, of course, you've got people on Comic Book Roundup giving it 10 out of 10 for the first issue and talking about Eisner's. Absolutely insane. Where are we? This one, here we go. I do have a recommend. I thought there was one Marvel that I liked from last week. The conclusion to Ghost Rider and Wolverine's Weapons of Vengeance mini storyline. That has been very good. It was dark, it was a bit creepy, horror-based. Written by Benjamin Percy and great art by Jeff Shaw. I've been enjoying that. So yeah, it was a good conclusion. Logan and Johnny versus the Stitcher. What a name. All bad things must come to an end, but will Wolverine and Ghost Rider meet their untimely demise at the hands of the demonic force known as the Stitcher? Got images of like someone stitching up. Was it First Blood Rambo, the first Rambo movie? Sylvester Stallone, never forget seeing that as a kid, seeing him like, self-stitching up his arm. Who is the mysterious Father Pike? The secret behind the demon's birth is revealed as the fate of our heroes and the boy who started it all are sealed. There we go. So yeah, that was decent. That was a surprise because I haven't really been reading. I've not been reading Wolverine at all, but I kind of dipping in and out of Ghost Rider. It's been pretty good. So yeah, do check that out if you've got any interest. And was there anything else from Marvel? Let's have a look. How do you digitalize print comic issues you buy? I don't digitalize them. I don't scan them. What I do is I can't get hold of print comics. Well, I can, but very, very limited to the choices. It's usually only the big sellers from DC and Marvel, and I've got an mail order from Tokyo, so I don't get them till probably the Tuesday or the Wednesday a week after they come out. It's crazy, isn't it? In Japan, you have to wait till the Saturday till they go on sale, and then because I guess it takes that long to ship them over or something, and then because it's mail order, I don't live in Tokyo. I've got to wait a few days for the shipping. So what I do is, I'll show you an example later, but I just use OBS to do a screen capture. I used to do it at a much slower way, but using a screen capture and just set it up so the Kindle, the Kindle version is on display. It looks good. Yeah. I will show you an example now. Here we go. Let me just, but trouble is if I start doing this now, I'll go robotic, and StreamYard hates it when you open new tabs and try and share things. But hey, give it a try. While I'm doing that, I'll drop a very brief clip. Here we go. In a sec. Gray's Brand, where is it? I got clips stored, but I don't have any really long ones. What can I play? The longest one I've got is about 16 or 18 seconds. It's not very long, is it? Okay, I have to be quick. So while I'm doing that, let's track a bit of ninja action for you. Revenge of the Ninja. That was quick, wasn't it? Hey, I'm back now. Okay. The Neta is saying when it was revealed that Zeb Wells was going to be writing ASM, people were positive, me included, mate. I tell you, you don't have the time to do this, but if you went back and looked at my my reviews of the first few issues, I was positive. Maybe I was one of the only ones. Yeah, because of Hellions, exactly. That's why I was looking forward to it. He did good work on Hellions, and he'd done some ASM before, but I don't know what's happened to it. The, One of the main problems was that it got broken up. It started off okay, then they were tying into events, and there was like a celebratory issue, and then it just got completely fragmented. So the Tombstone storyline was good. I enjoyed that, and then you got a bit of the Vulture. It was okay, a bit of Hobgoblin, but it was all broken up with these other things, and then some events came around, and I just kind of lost interest. Got back into it with the "What did Peter do?" arc, and then yeah, I don't know. It's just all over the place. But let me show you what I was talking about. I will share a screen from the first issue of Conan. Here we go. Let's see if this works. I mean, I'm doing this a long way at the moment, but yeah. Is that showing up for you? Can you see? So basically that's it. You can just scroll through the comic, it comes up. You set up your recording equipment. The OBS is the easiest one that I use, and then you can just capture just the actual comic book pages or just a single page like I do it instead of the double page, and just record it. That's it. The way I used to do it, and the way it took a lot longer, was I'd record myself like going through the comic, reading it just with a blank screen, and then I'd take screenshots of each of the pages, and I'd put them on, in the editing software. Like I'd add those to the video. So that used to take ages. Now it still takes a while, but it's a bit faster to do it as a screen capture. If that makes sense. There we go. Conan was awesome, by the way. It's really good. If you're not reading it, do recommend it. Look at the art. Look at that double page by De La Torre. So cool. Anyway, I digress. Where are we? So that's me blabbering about last week's releases. There wasn't really much out. Let me just scroll down and see if there were any indies that I can recommend. I enjoyed. For once, there were no Spawn books out last week, so I didn't see any of those. What was it that caught my eye for indie? Again, there's not much. Here we go. This has been recommended to me by someone who drops comments. Nuke, if you're out there, Nuke, do drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Here we go. This is part of Titan Comics Hard Case Crime series. They do loads and loads of kind of pulp noir thrillers, murder mysteries and things with like regular books I'm talking, but really good pulp style. And they also do comic books. This is called Heat Seeker. It's part of the Gun Honey series. Now, what caught my eye about this, apart from the recommendation from Nuke, was that Ed Brubaker, big fan of him, he was recommending it, calling it the finest kind of pulp noir. And I mean, look, you can tell by the cover what you're going to get, but it's not just about sexy looking women. It's actually really well written, good kind of murder mystery, spy, thriller, that kind of thing, all mixed up in it, yeah, in a big like pulpy noir. I really enjoyed it. I started reading the first series, not this one, the original series, and yeah, surprisingly, it's been very good. Nice covers, by the way. What do you think? So let's just get out of that. It's written by Charles Ardai, and this latest series has got pencils by Ace Continuado, what a great name, and inks by Jose Zapata. Now, I don't have any shots of the interior art, unfortunately, but the one I was reading, let's see if I can find it here. Other Hard Case Crime comics. If I click on here, what's going to happen? There's a list somebody's made. Wow, where are we? Is that still showing? Let's check. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay, cool. Wow, they've got a lot, haven't they? Look at all these. I didn't know there were so many different comics. But this is it. I've got it. This is the original Gun Honey series from back in 2021? Issue 1. Debut graphic novel from award-winning writer and co-founder of the Hard Case Crime Publishing, Charles Ardai. When a gun is smuggled into a high security prison leads to the death of dozens and the escape of a brutal criminal, notorious weapons smuggler Joanna Tan is enlisted by the US government. Find the man she set loose and bring him down. There we go. Any reviews for this? I'm just curious. Okay, ooh, a couple of reviews. No way. Here's one example. This is a spoilers review, so be careful, but I'll just read a little bit from it. 4 stars. The art on this was by Ang Ho Keng or Heng. Very good art on the first series. The title itself is almost as alluring as the many exotic covers. There's more to Gun Honey beneath the sexy and eye-catching covers. Yes, that's it. That's what I wanted to make a point of. This reviewer is saying he thinks it depends on what your tastes are and your willingness to somewhat suspend belief. But hey, you're reading a comic book. It's all about suspending belief, isn't it? Or disbelief. This statement may seem obvious. There are certain comics you can safely say are mostly universally liked. Okay, here we go. Gun Honey, Pulp Fiction noir storytelling. So if you're open to that, you probably enjoy it. And he talks about the story. I won't mention that, but here we go. About the art. Ang Ho Heng's art, it seduces you into this world. It's never raunchy, it's never distasteful or cheap. There's a thrilling glamour that he depicts that you want to experience. Pick up the first issue and see. So yeah, I'm reading this at the moment and really impressed me. You know, it wasn't what I was expecting. It wasn't like a Dynamite comic where it's all about the boobs and the good-looking girls. There's a really good story behind it. It's good. It's pulpy. Seeing the variant covers here. Look at this. Oh, it's a bit ridiculous how many covers they have. But hey, if it gets you to pick it up, you might find a good story in there. Got a quote by Stephen King here. Now, this is basically about the Hard Case Crime Publishing Company, not just the comics. He's saying they present good, clean, bare-knuckled storytelling, an exciting line of books. And again, this is being published by Titan. You know, they're doing the Conan series at the moment. So here's an example of the art by the main artist, Ang Ho Keng. That's his style, and it's good. It looks good. Really nice style. Okay, let's get back to. See, any bonds there? Okay, mate. The Neta is saying he's hating the character assassination. Peter calling Osborn his father figure. Well, that's it, isn't it? You know, is he going back to like the very, very early days of Spider-Man, where Norman Osborn saw Peter as a kind of, second son? But I don't know. MJ sounded awful in issue 26. Yep. Craven wasn't giving any competition last issue. Ben Reilly as Spider-Man has ended. It's weird, isn't it? It is all over the place. Got to say that. Very strange. Okay. That's all right. So, let's get on to, where are we? Recommendations for the coming week. For this week, here we go. Let's see what's coming out. Share screen. New comics this week. So, I mainly use this site because it's great for showing the covers. You get, the art, you get the variant covers. It's good for listing that, but I don't know how popular the site is. As I always say, it lists the issues in the order of the amount of pulls they've got, how many people have put this on the pull list. So this surprised me to see Venom Annual 1. The Venom Annual is the most pulled issue coming out this week. Very surprised about that. And then followed by Venom issue 25. Now look at this. Marvel Comics. $7.99 because it's number 25. It's a lot of money. And don't forget, this has been restarted. It was when Donny Cates was writing it. I can't remember exactly how many issues it got up to, but it was over 30. Excuse me, I think it might have even got up to 50, was it? Can't remember for sure, but excuse me, 25, so it gives them an excuse to put up the price to $7.99. Crazy. If you're an X-Men fan, you've got the choice of X-Force 44, X-Men Red 15. Scroll down, I'm sure there's some more. It's a pretty ridiculous number of X-related titles. Children of the Vault, issue 2, and Astonishing Iceman, issue 2. but they're much further down, as you can see. So yeah, going back to the top row, where is the first DC title? You have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 along to Green Lantern issue 3. Finally, Dawn of DC returns after the ridiculous Insomnia nightmare. So that is the most pulled DC Comics title for this week. Unbelievable. The one that's got me interested in this top row is Incredible Hulk issue 4 from Marvel. Look at this. Great looking cover. As you can see, Man-Thing will be in this issue. You've got Man-Thing and the Hulk together. It's good, it's dark, it's creepy. The horror, there's a horror vibe to it. Art by Nick Klein, is it? It's really good. Legacy number 785 of the Incredible Hulk. Wow. Let's just go a quick read. Okay, sorry, the artist has changed for this issue. It is Travel Foreman, really. And of course written by Phil Kennedy Johnson. Here we go. Here's a synopsis. The Green Giants throw down. Hulk versus Man-Thing. Trouble awaits in the foggy bogs when a sultry seductress of the swamp lures unsuspecting victims into her trap. What is this mysterious creature's connection to the Swamp Walker himself? It's rage versus empathy as these two green Goliaths come to blows, and even the Hulk isn't immune to Man-Thing's deadly acid. Guest artist Travel Foreman joins Philip Kennedy Johnson for a twisted two-part tale. Okay, so it's a two-parter. Interesting. So yeah, I've been reading it and I've been enjoying it. It's weird. It's very different to the last Hulk series. It's much more focused on kind of, what's the word even? Swamp horror? Yeah, strange. The deep south of America kind of horror. I get flashbacks to some of the Hellboy series. It's a little bit like that. Great art, as I said. But yeah, I don't know if you're reading it, but I do recommend. Okay, where are we? What's next? Go back to the main list of comics. So that's it from the top row. I'm only really interested in the Hulk. And then here we go for the main DC title that's catching my interest for this week is Batman and Robin issue 1. Yes, I know, another Batman title and another Batman title written by Joshua Williamson, who, what should we say, was the architect of that Night Terrors calamity. Anyway. Art's by Simone Di Maio. Can't say I'm that familiar with him. I probably know it when I see his style, but anyway, let me give you the quick synopsis for this. And do note it's $4.99. It seems to be the regular now for DC. Most of them are $4.99, especially new issue ones. So you got Bruce and Damian Wayne back together, Batman and Robin. A lot has happened. Now they're back together, ready to fight crime in Gotham, just in time for Batman's most monstrous rogues to team up and turn the city into an urban jungle. A new villain watches from the shadows, intent on revenge, with a plot to turn one of Batman's greatest assets against him. Can Damian help his father solve the case before it's too late? A brand new, fun and exciting father and son adventure begins from DC Comics architect Joshua Williamson and superstar artist Simone Di Maio. So yeah, what do you reckon? Does that sound exciting to you? I just want to share one of the variant covers. It's the Stanley Art Germ Lau. Look at this. Mamma mia. No idea who this is. First of all, I thought it was White Rabbit from the Spider-Man series. She looks like that, doesn't she? Yeah. Is there a White Rabbit character in DC? There must be. I've heard a lot of people are interested in this cover, by the way. Let's just check the character lists. Okay, White Rabbit is Jane Hudson. No idea. No new to me character. It also has the supporting characters Killer Croc, Lucius Fox. Wow, not seen him for a while. Orca, White Rabbit, and Alfred Pennyworth. Interesting. So, any interest in that out there? Daredevil is being relaunched. I know, right? Again, can you believe it? Let me go back to that. I'll show you. I was enjoying Zdarsky's running it. Daredevil. It's an issue 1. It's going to be $6.99 for goodness sake. It says 52 pages, but you know, that could mean like what, 40, 40, 42, 43 with the ads. I'm not that excited for this because it's going to be written by Saladin Ahmed, who I've not really read much of his stuff to be fair to comment, but you know, from what I've heard, people aren't that excited. And it's got art by Aaron Kuder, who I don't know. Two names again that don't really fill me with woohoo, you know, joy and intrigue. Yeah, let's see what people are saying. They're not sure about getting it. Not a fan of Aaron Kuder on art. Wasn't a big fan of the series from last year. Okay. 52 pages, $7 sounds too expensive. I know they've even put Born Again on the synopsis. So just let me read that to you. Born Again. How dare they? How dare you? The new era of Daredevil starts here. Industry stars Saladin Ahmed and Aaron Kuder have laced up and entered the ring, ready to take Matt Murdock on a knockout of an adventure. Where does Elektra fit into all of this? What is the future of Hell's Kitchen? Romance, intrigue, and of course, action. All delivered in the mighty Marvel manner. Now, I won't give any spoilers, but I've got to say I'm surprised to hear, you know, the Daredevil is looking like he's back on the front cover here, and must be, you know, so obviously the Chip Zdarsky run and whatever happened at the end there is being either ignored or just being swept under the rug and they're having a fresh start. Could be. Okay. Let me check how we're doing there. Good. Okay, so where are we up to? Let's go back to the previews. So yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out because I not forgotten about it, but yeah, Daredevil is being relaunched yet again. There is a new issue of Ghost Rider coming out, 18, which I might check out now because I enjoyed the Weapons of Vengeance miniseries so much. Teen Titans World's Finest is coming out, issue 3. There's going to be a Teen Titans con in that issue. Superman Lost by Chris Priest, if you're reading that. And where are we? Let's go down to the third row. House of Slaughter. Danger Street from Tom King, the new issue. Again, I'm not reading, I'm afraid. Red Goblin issue 8 from Marvel. We're getting lower down here. Batman Inc. issue 12, which I think is the final one. And I was actually enjoying this. It got good with the Joker Inc. at the end, the latest story. And then one more I just wanted to point out here. I don't know what this is going to be like, but they are bringing out, Marvel Comics, a new #1 of Werewolf by Night. Here we go. This is written by a writer called Derek Landy. It's got art by Fran Galan. Don't know the names. And the synopsis says, an unholy alliance. In the shadows of black and white night, Jack Russell races to halt the sacrifice of a young girl at the hands of monsters. Elsa Bloodstone, in all her colourful monster hunting glory, isn't far behind. But can they put their differences aside long enough to save the day? And what would such a partnership even look like? So Jack Russell, Werewolf by Night, and Elsa Bloodstone teaming up in this, by the sound of it. But $5.99 for 36 pages. What do you think? Bit pricey. There is a nice looking Bill Sienkiewicz. Oh, it's only small though, it's not showing. Variant cover, looking pretty sweet. Yeah. Okay, 1 in 25 though. So your local comic book store has to buy 25 issues to get one of the Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Okay. Not my comics now, where am I going? New comics. Now, for indies for next week, or for this week, we do have something that I want to shout out. It's going to be scrolled down. It's quite far down though, unfortunately. Here we go. I know it's not Creepshow issue 1, which did catch my eye. The Skybound Image, yeah, Skybound are bringing out a new issue on a Creepshow, and I think Garth Ennis might be right in that. But look next to it, we have issue 2 of the Enfield Gang Massacre. Now, I really did enjoy issue 1. I did a review of that. Do check it out if you've not seen it. It's the Old West in the late 1890s, I think, or the turn of the century, 1900. Accused of murder and hunted by a Texas Ranger, the Enfield gang attempts to escape. That's all there is for the synopsis. But I have actually seen a preview copy of this and it's very, very good. I can recommend it. So written by Chris Condon and it's got art by the wonderful Jacob Phillips, son of Sean Phillips. So yeah, that is my main indie shout out for this week. Do check it out. Okay, let's go back here. Here's Gray again, I'm back. Yes. Where are we? So. Hey, good to see you dropping in. Grateful Dog, nice to see you, mate. Hope you good, hope you Genki. Marvel playing the double milestone game is bullshit. It is, isn't it? It's ridiculous. Absolutely crazy. It's like, how many are they doing now? They're bringing out the new Daredevil, a new Werewolf by Night. The issue 25 of the latest, revamp of Venom is like $7.99, $8. They're just screaming money, 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 aren't they? Can you believe it? And the Kenzo UK, mate, how you doing? You're talking about Enfield is it in London, mate? Really? Turkish gangs in Enfield nowadays? Wow. Hearing positive thoughts on it, Netta. Yeah, okay, good to hear. Oh, going back to that's it for indies, really. It's quite depressing, isn't it? There's not a lot to get excited about next week, unless I've missed something you want to shout out. So, Grateful Dog, all my pulls got delayed. Another week, no new issues. Oh no, that's a shame. As I was saying earlier at the beginning of the stream, I only did one review last week. Well, one new comic review. I did like Amazing Spider-Man 33. Yes, I'm still there. I know, I'm crazy. And of course, Animal Man. But I'm hoping to get a few out this week. Maybe the Batman and Robin, possibly. And if I can get time, I'm going to choose one of the Marvel ones to do. Not sure which one yet. But speaking of Marvel, let's have a look. I want to show. I've actually got some comic book news as well at the end before I finish up. But yeah, let's just get the Marvel comics coming out next week to give you an idea how many they've got coming out just week by week. It is insane. And the Nate's saying, yeah, you're right, mate. Amazing Spider-Man is a top seller from August. I've got a list I can show you in a few minutes. Anyway, here we go. Let's just share that. Look at this from Marvel Comics for this week. So you've got 8 comics per row. 2 rows, 16, 17, 18 issues from Marvel coming out this week, including the wonderfully titled Alligator Loki. $5.99 issue 1. What the heck? I love the way Obi-Wan Kenobi's like the least interested, or the one with the least interest, issue 1, $4.99. So scrolling from the bottom, we got a Captain Marvel Dark Tempest is right near the bottom. Spine-tingling Spider-Man, which from what I've heard is they're reprinting the Infinity comics they do for the app, for the phone app, yeah, which is like a vertically scrolling comic book. So I don't know how that works to print it out. How is that going to work? Is it going to have like a long scroll of Spider-Man? As I was mentioning, Werewolf by Night issue 1, $5.99. Avengers Incorporated issue 1. I've heard a little bit of buzz for this. $4.99. Who's writing that, by the way? Let's have a quick look. Let me click on there. Al Ewing is writing it. It's got art by Leonard Kirk. Action mystery adventure. Her name is Janet Van Dyne. She's a hero. She's a celebrity. She's hunting a killer. His name is Victor Shade. He's a villain. He's an enigma. He just got killed. Together, they're out to solve every mystery in the Marvel Universe, starting with their own. So it's going to be a whole new style of avenging from a whole new style of Avengers. What do you think about that? I've not heard much about it, just that there are some people who are interested in it. Al Ewing gets some interest these days, but yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Let's go back to that. Okay, it's just showing all the comics now. Let me just deselect them and put Marvel back up. Okay, here we go. So that was there. As I said, Daredevil issue 1, $7. Ghost Rider and Incredible Hulk at least $3.99 each. And I do recommend Incredible Hulk for the horror. Ghost Rider for a look if you're interested. I haven't read it. I'm just saying I think they're going to be good. Star Wars Darth Vader, $4.99. $5 for that. $5 for Darth Vader. Jesus. Miles Morales Spider-Man, $3.99. X-Men Red 15. And X-Force are both still $3.99, and then you got the Venom issue 25 for $8 and Venom Annual for $5. So if you're a Venom fan, you're splashing out $13 just for those 2 issues this week. Wow, unbelievable! Oh, I forgot to share. I've just been blathering away with nothing sharing. Oh, great, what you like? So there we go. Yeah, crazy, right? Crazy. As you can see, just show you that at the bottom. I've got to click on this alligator Loki just for the laughs. Oh my God, guess who's writing it? It's Elisa Wong. Of course it is. Because of course it is. Her Deadpool series just got cancelled at issue 10 and she gets a, whatever this is. Alligator Loki makes a splash in his print comic debut. Shall I go on or will you stop watching? Please don't stop. Bow down to the reptile in a helm who has enraptured the 10 realms with his cuteness. Okay, that's enough of that. Get me out of here. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, Jesus. 18 titles and nothing interesting. Grateful Dog. Really? You're not interested in the Hulk? It's been pretty good. I know what you mean, though. Marvel, yeah, money. And Ned is saying that you hear that Batman fans came face to face with DC Comics upper exec, I don't know, some chairperson or director, for current status of Batman Comics, and they were angry at them. Batman fans vote by their money. Okay, so let's just see before we wrap things up. Let me share, if I have it, if I can get it. I hope we don't go all robot-y. Here we go. Look at me like looking around like a madman. Okay, share screen. Just bear with me a second. I hope this is showing up and I hope I'm clear. Now, this is the top 200 comics. Don't worry, I'm not going to go through them all. Just going to go through the top maybe 50 and just give you an idea of what's supposedly selling in stores. August 2023. This is sales ranking units and dollars based on comic store point of sales data. Data. So the only problem with this, right, is it's very, very limited numbers of stores. Just let me read and give you this. So as I say, unit dollar sales rankings based on sales tracked at point of sale by the Comic Hub system. Now, listen to this. There were only 125 stores, 125 stores that are using this Comic Hub system, okay? That gives you an idea, but it's supposed to just give you a general idea of what's selling around the world in American comics. I thought 125 stores, is that, from American stores or just, is this worldwide? It's ridiculous, isn't it? But there are no honest or accurate sales numbers anymore. It's all estimates. So to be clear, these rankings may not be typical for all stores, but they do represent a variety of locations and store emphasis. The data was collected from July 30th to September 2nd, this 2023, so it's August bestsellers. Number 1, Amazing Spider-Man 31, and that was $9.99, don't forget, $10 for that. Second was Night Terror's Batman issue 2, because there was no regular Batman out, so that's probably why it was the top selling DC comic in August. Now make a note of that. Yeah, you've got number 1 Marvel, number 2 DC. Okay, that looks pretty good for both companies. Hold on to your hats while I scroll down and go, look at this. Scan down quickly. You've got Marvel down to number 10 IDW with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, last run in Lost Years. Then Titan Comics is Conan the Barbarian issue 1 in at number 11. Great to see that for a Titan's a small, really small indie publisher. Marvel. DC Comics, you have to go down to number 15 to find the next DC comic top seller in August. So you got number 2 and number 15. That is terrible from DC, and that's because of Night Terrors. It's actually Night Terrors issue 3 that popped in there. Jump down again to number 21, Night Terrors issue 4. It's just awful. Then we get Image Comics Void Rivals number 3 at 23. That's really good for them. Well done. And finally, a normal DC comic, Batman Superman World's Finest, which is probably one of their best current titles. Should be like in the top 3, definitely, or top 5. It's down in 24. It does about 20, 25 each time. Then you go Marvel again for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down to 7. Number 31, you got Night Terrors Nightwing. So it was basically, there was no Nightwing issue, so people had to buy the Night Terrors one. And then 32nd place, Batman, Catwoman, the Gotham War Battle Lines one shot, which was pretty poor. And then we've got a few more now. So finally, DC number 34, Detective Comics 2, the Night Terrors Detective, not the regular one again. That was pretty decent. That's the only Night Terrors that I actually thought was good. It was written by Dan Watters. And again, Night Terrors Superman. But what do you think of that? Let me go back to the top 10 and show you. So apart from Spidey in first position, you've got X-Men 25, Spider-Man 32, Uncanny Avengers issue 1, Immortal Thor issue 1, which was $7, Dark X-Men issue 1. Look at these issue 1s, it's ridiculous. Ghost Rider Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance Alpha issue 1, that was $5. I did enjoy that. Death of the Venomverse issue 1. There's like a running theme here, isn't there? Then Teenage Mutant. Next one, Amazing Spider-Man Annual issue 1, $5. Death of Venomverse 2. Star Wars Dark Droids issue 1, which was $6 for a Star Wars Droids comic. And then Spider-Man 11, which is the Dan Slott one, and Daredevil 14. Look at all those Marvel. Jesus, DC, that is not looking good. Now, just bear with me while I scroll down. I want to find where the first Spawn issue is. Come on. Because Spawn was doing really well. Shouting out to Indies, yeah. Something is Killing the Children was in 52nd position. There we go. Spawn issue 344 came in at number 58. So the 58th best-selling comic from those very small, few sampled stores. Sacrifices issue 1 from Image. That was good. That's in at 61. Scroll down to the next Image Comics. Gunslinger Spawn, there we go, 74. Now that was top 20 for quite a long time. And then maybe top 30, 40, up to 50. It's dropping down to top 80 now. It's a shame. I wish it was doing better. And where are we? The Cull issue 1 of 5. That's Image Comics again. Berserker Poetry of Madness from Boom, Keanu Reeves. That was $10 comic. And there's one more Spawn. I was looking for, where are we? King Spawn. It's not, I think I've just gone past it. I missed it. There we go. King Spawn was down in 120th position. What a shame. Okay. Don't want to bore you anymore with any more of those, so let's stop sharing. See if anyone's still there. Did I lose you? Not the case with Spider-Man fans. Comics are expensive. They are. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Crazy. So that's about it for this week. Just wanted to keep it short. Nice time, under 45 minutes. I really appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much for watching. Do let me know what you think of what's coming out this week. If you can drop a comment, that would be awesome after the stream. And yeah, I hope to see you in a future video with, hopefully I will have a review coming up for something either tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So do look out for that. Keep your eyes peeled. And yeah, take it easy. Have a good one. This is Gray from Makazashi's Tea House, signing off for the night.
I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey.